Hey there, you're watching Amitha Verma. I want to share with you the superpower of combining a chalk finish paint project with an upholstery project. Now, I know you might be thinking an upholstery project sounds huge and scary, so I'm going to take you through some of my very favorite transformations and explain to you step by step how I did these makeovers so you can pick the perfect style of project for you. The first project is one of my most favorite of all time. It's this antique sofa. It had gorgeous details. It came back and I could see the potential for the upholstery or the cushions that I was gonna add into this little sofa. I ended up giving it a chalk finish paint makeover with one of our most popular colors called Belgian blue, along with a second color called French gray. I added a coat of sealer and then I added our brown antiquing glaze to this piece to give this piece that warmth that it needed to feel like a welcoming piece of upholstery. Now, of course, it still had this red-orange cushion, so I simply had that orange velvet replaced with a simple cotton ticking, and there you go. You could see that this before turned into an incredible French country style piece of furniture. This was another set of chair frames that I found while I was antiquing. They were very neglected and actually didn't contain any of the upholstery at all. Now in these chairs, I actually used the same color palette. So you'll see on the details that there's Belgian blue layered in with French gray all throughout these chairs. Now I especially paid attention to the areas that had the carvings and used my paint to bring out those details. Once I'm done adding the chalk finish paint to any of my projects, I always go on to the second step, which is to add Protect Sealer, and then use the third step, which is to apply one of our antiquing glazes to give it patina. On this project, I also took on the upholstery because if you remember, there was nothing in these chairs to begin with. On chairs like this that have a wood frame, one of my favorite things to do is mix and match two different types of fabrics. I decided to keep it neutral in the front and use a very simple cotton linen. And then on the back side, I added a beautiful neutral check pattern fabric. As you can see, another beautiful before and after. I did another project just like this in my office furniture. I stumbled upon these chairs and they definitely caught my eye. They were covered in this bright yellow fabric. I took these chairs and simply reupholstered them to match the color scheme of my foyer design. So I simply replaced this yellow fabric with the beautiful natural blue linen fabric. And then realizing that this chair had this very beautiful wood frame, I knew this would give me the perfect opportunity to bring a designer fabric in on the backside to add just a little bit of style into my office. Now on these chairs, I actually did not chalk finish paint them. Just by changing the fabric alone, completely changed the style and personality of these chairs. So the next time you're looking at a piece of furniture in your own home, or maybe as you go shopping or antiquing, I really want you to look at the power of possibly giving it a chalk finish paint makeover, possibly reupholstering, or combining them for a superpower and doing them both. Now here you can see this beautiful chest of drawers that I have in my office right under this gorgeous painting. Well, it did not start out as a gorgeous chest of drawers. This actually started out as a muddy brown color that had this texture all over and certainly wasn't impressing anybody, except for me. I also loved all of these carving details, which are very hard to find in furniture today, and all of the beautiful hardware that was on this piece. So I brought it home over to my office and then gave it a chalk finish paint makeover. This too has the French gray, the Belgian blue, our Protect Clear Sealer, and then our enhanced antiquing glaze to give that piece the patina that it already had, but in its new form. Now another project that I want to share with you is my personal desk chair at my home office. I love this chair so much and I knew it would be the perfect addition for my favorite style of home office desks, my secretary. Now it didn't quite match and was actually not very comfortable for a desk chair. So I applied both of these two project principles to this chair using our paints. I touched up this chair with a little bit of white and a little bit of gray, and then I had a lot of fun with this chair while I was designing how I was going to reupholster it. I started with my seat deck and then I added a loose cushion, and on the inside of my seat I used a soft blue-gray linen natural fabric. On the back side I added a blue and white check. Now I love this one so much I wanted to use it to add a little bit more detail onto my chair and added this same check fabric as a contrasting welt on my seat cushion. I ended up filling my seat cushion with down and of course some filling to make it soft and comfortable so I could use it for a long period of time. Moving on to my next project, I started out with this buffet that had a wood base and a beautiful marble stone top. The wood was not in very good shape. I ended up painting this buffet a dark color because of this beautiful marble top. And I thought it would be beautiful to darken this piece up to make that marble top really stand out and pair beautifully with the buffet. I ended up layering a couple of different colors to really make different parts of this buffet stand out. We started with Noir Black on the bottom coat to darken some of the carvings that we were seeing on the front of the buffet. I then went over that very lightly with a dry brush technique using the color Stone Gray, which was the main color that I used throughout this buffet. I then went back with a lighter color to bring out some of the beautiful rose and floral carving details all throughout this buffet. I sealed it with our Protect Sealer and then enhanced it further with our antiquing glaze to bring the patina back to this beautiful buffet. So here you can see the before and then the beautiful after that tied all of the colors of this buffet together. Last, I want to share a couple of really neat projects that I worked on with a client that addresses the question that you may be having as you're watching these projects. She was worried about, would they get dirty? Would they hold up? Would they show stains a week after she installed them into her home? So on one piece of furniture that we ended up using in her living room, a settee, I followed these same principles but did one thing differently. We chalk finish painted the settee. Then we applied some of the embroidered and more special fabrics that she loved on the back where I knew she would get less wear and tear on her piece. And then we used what I call a performance fabric on the areas where people would be sitting or curling up or putting their feet on. This is a type of fabric that's gonna hold up for your everyday usage and wear and tear. I also used the same type of fabric on the dining chairs for this project. So there you have it. And I hope that now after watching this episode, you're encouraged and feel brave enough to take on, of course, a chalk finish paint makeover, but more importantly, maybe an upholstery project this year too. If you liked this episode, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps me know that you love to see this type of content. Then when you're done, hit the subscribe or the follow button, and then make sure to ring or click the bell so you don't miss another one of our inspiring episodes. After that, I want you to head over to my blog where you can sign up to receive your free design newsletter and soak in endless hours of design tips that will help you create the home of your dreams. Till the next time we meet, keep using your amazing gifts to create heart in your home.